Hi Taurus, welcome to your May love reading and happy birthday. I say happy birthday, you're going to have the sun, new moon, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus all in your sign this month. It's going to be huge. We're also starting the month off with this full moon in Scorpio that happens on the 29th, 30th of April. So we're leading into the new month with this energy, with the focus on partnership, closure in relationships. For a lot of Taurus, I don't know if you've noticed this in the media, but there's been a few Taurus divorces going on. So the full moon in the 7th house is all about closure on marriages and things like that. There's been quite a few breakups for Taurus in the media. You know, Channing Tatum is single now, if any of you are looking. But the energy for you is going to be very, very focused on your internal journey. So to have Uranus go into your sign, and it's staying there until 2026. We've not seen this since World War II, you know, the 1930s, 1940s, I think it was in. Not the dates of the World War, but when Uranus went into Taurus. Don't quote me exactly on the dates, but I believe the Great Depression and the Wall Street crash happened during this energy. So it's pretty significant energy for the world in terms of finance. For you, it's all about number one. So it's about rising to the top, achieving your goals, achieving your ambitions. It's going to be huge for you, particularly with Mercury in your sign. And the little dance that they're going to do, you know, Mercury's very like jovial and chatting and putting out ideas, and Uranus is very unexpected and unpredictable. And to have your sign taking over Uranus means that your life until 2026 is going to be full of surprises, like amazing surprises. Big surprises, and I say there'll be at least, I wouldn't be surprised if the Four of Wands come up in your reading, because it's a big surprise a lot of the time, like a good surprise. In terms of your love life, I feel like you're really going to be solidly closing this chapter, especially with Jupiter retrograding in your 7th house. The relationship front for you possibly has felt a little bit tricky and a little bit stifled under this current climate, but with all the signs going in, with all the planets going into your sign, I mean, we're going to see what's going on for you, Taurus. It's very romantic energy for everyone. Might as well be for you. So, love messages for Taurus. What are the love messages for Taurus? Love messages for Taurus. Love messages for Taurus. I love that the planet of surprises moves into your sign and birthday month. It's like the ultimate surprise, and somebody naked jumps out of the cake. 7 of Swords in the past, okay. The Devil. Oh, toxic relationship, much. Justice. We always like to see that after a toxic relationship, don't we, Taurus? 7 of Pentacles, Strength. Priestess. 4 of Wands, as I said. King of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. And Ace of Spears, Ace of Wands. Okay, Taurus, so let's get looking. So we have an interesting dance here going on, Taurus. There's somebody in your past that was very, very, very bold. Okay, someone who was very bad. Depending on how you view bad or good or whatever. I feel like this is someone that lied to you, someone that manipulated you, someone that cheated you, possibly someone with addictions, possibly someone who squandered monies, things like that. I mean, their thoughts in the situation is they're getting what they paid for. Okay, so if they've done something to wrong you, they're currently going through a situation where justice is being served, right? We always love to see that. This is when you're out walking with your new lover and you run into your cheating ex, and the new lover is better looking and more successful, and they can see you happy, and they had cheated on you and stuff like that. This is what's happening right now. So justice is being done. Jupiter in your house of partnerships retrograding is just poof, laying smack down on everyone that's wronged you, from what I can see here. And they really wronged you, Taurus. This is someone that was super, I just feel like liar, liar, pants on fire. You know, that type of thing. So in regards to this situation, I feel like we have to deal with them first, okay? So I feel like this is a toxic person. The way they see you is you're fine. They see you're independent. They think you're doing better now than you were when you were with them. How they feel about you is that they missed out. They see you as strong. They see you as serene. They see you as calm. They see you as working it. They see you as beautiful, graceful, taking on anything, and you survived them. I mean, what they want is a second chance. With the High Priestess here, they want you to be thinking of them. They want you to be dreaming of them. I mean, it's interesting because there seems to be split down the middle of the old love and a new relationship. I feel like there's somebody coming in, like, I think they're a fire sign, and I feel like this could be a Leo Taurus, a Leo Sagittarius, or Aries, someone who's commitment material, someone that you could marry, okay? But I also feel like at the same time, this person that you had confrontation with is potentially looking another fight, okay? This person's potentially coming back to annoy you or irritate you. You may see them doing things online that affect you or annoy you, or they may be bugging you slightly. Also, if you do have past baggage with this person, don't let it affect somebody new, because I'm also seeing that. I'm seeing you maybe picking fights because you're scared, or picking fights because you don't trust this new person, or you're worried about getting hurt again. But I mean, the advice section is the King of Wands. Go with this person. Go with a fire sign. I like this fire sign. And the Ace of Wands underneath, you have a really strong attraction to this person. Very strong attraction, really good physical chemistry. You seem to have pretty nice intimate relationship, or the potential for an intimate relationship. I mean, they see you as the ideal, like they really like you. They're really into you. But at the same time, with these sevens kicking around, it's like this person from the past, although justice is being done to them and they're regretting losing you. Knight of Pentacles, okay. That's very much like a he or she lived happily ever after energy, that Knight of Pentacles. I love seeing the Knight of Pentacles as a love outcome, because it's someone that really wants the real deal with you. Someone that wants to commit to you. I also feel like it's you, Taurus, walking away from fighting unscathed. So if you're having bickering this month, then you're going to be coming out of it just fine. If you're having confrontation and the other person is seeing you as very independent, I believe this came up for Leo too. Wheel of Fortune, okay. So, as soon as the Wheel of Fortune comes up for the outcome, I have to tell you, the outcome is up in the air. There is no exact answer. Temperance underneath, you may have to weigh up the decision. With Justice and Temperance coming up here, I feel like you're going to have to reach a place where you decide whether or not you can invest in a new relationship. Whether or not you've moved on enough, whether or not you are over what's happened to you and you can give something more fulfilling a go, or whether or not you're going to go off in a completely different direction, because the Wheel of Fortune as an outcome card is so much about fate taking the wheel, right? And I feel like I can see you. I mean, this looks like you walking away from a battlefield. The Five of Swords to me is there's no use flogging a dead horse. You see this horse, he's not dead in this card, but he's on his own. And then this guy is like going away with a clothed, red, beautiful horse, a red cape and a black horse here. And this little white horse is lonely. So this is someone that's not worked out with, being left in a wasteland. And then there's you going forward into something new. In fact, walking right into the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is letting fate take the wheel, Taurus. Sometimes if there's a decision to be made and you're not entirely sure what it is that you want or which way you want to go, or you feel like things aren't happening for you, with Uranus going into your sign, you're going to have to submit yourself to the universe and to fate at least a couple of times, under this transit. Taurus, as fixed energy, doesn't particularly like surrendering and just letting go. But you're going to have to, Uranus in your sign, it can seem a little bit uncomfortable when you are a Taurus specifically. When it's an Aquarius, Aquarians are like, yes, my ruler, let's see what happens. I'm ready for this. Taurus are like, oh God, change. I don't like this. This seems a little bit sporadic to me. Can we just go back to Capricorn, please? That type of energy. I mean, there's a good 6 years of this. I think it's 6 years. No, 8 years. There's a good 8 years in this sign, okay? You're going to have to roll with the punches a little bit, Taurus. I mean, I can see a beautiful ceremony here. There's someone here that could be quite, I do feel like some of you could meet someone that you want to invest in. Like, you could see them as marriage material, but you're just not ready. So you're letting fate take the wheel. You're meeting someone that you think could be a soulmate, but at the same time, you just have to let fate decide that for you. I mean, this is funny because in Leo's reading, I feel like there's a link between Taurus and Leo, because in Leo's reading, there wasn't many cups. You may actually be dealing with a Leo person that's spending a lot of time on themselves. You may be dealing with them, they're working long hours. You could be the person that came up in their reading. I think an earth sign did come up in their reading, actually, where there's the Leo is too busy and they're missing out on an actual real deal here. So it's up to you what you do with that energy, Taurus. I mean, you may decide to walk away from this and leave this because you feel like it's, you know, picking battles. You may walk away from a person and fate just twirls them right back. You know, you may leave and then suddenly you're back together and you're like, how'd that happen? I feel like there's a dance being done. There's sort of an on and off, round and round pattern here. You know, you've done a few things. History may repeat itself in terms of the wheel. You know, you may be going through similar conversations that you've had before. You may be back together with somebody. You may be on and off with somebody. But I mean, it seems like fate's all up in the air this month in terms of love, Taurus. I feel like some of you may be deciding to leave a relationship. And as I said, then a couple of weeks later, you're back together and you're like, what's the point in leaving? I just end up right back here with this person. I see you leaving something behind, Taurus, but at the same time, I feel like it's not permanent. And I feel like you're just going to end up right back with that person. Whether this is an old school ex or somebody recent that is just not gelling with. It's like you're not gelling, but you can't get away from each other either. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Taurus. Let me know in the comments. And thank you for all your likes and subscriptions. They mean so much to me. And if you'd like a private reading, you can contact me at the email listed in the description box. Take care, Taurus. Bye.